The Seattle Mariners, who are 51 and 51, took on the Cincinnati Reds, who are 46 and 54, in a rubber match on July 22nd. One swing was the deciding factor in this one, and let's see who had that swing. In this matchup, for the starting pitching for the Cincinnati Reds, they had Brady Singer starting for the Reds, who has a 4.56 ERA this season. Singer's been struggling a lot this season, but looks to bounce back against a Mariners lineup that has very struggled massively lately. And for the Seattle Mariners, we had Emerson Hancock going, who has been a surprise for the Mariners this year, having the best year of his career with a 3.17 ERA, and he looks to get the Mariners the Game 3 win and win the series against the Reds. The Mariners came out looking sharp in this one, jumping ahead and controlling the tempo early. Even when the Reds responded, the Seattle Mariners answered right back. Cal Raleigh had an RBI single early on in this game, and then Luke Raley, with the Mariners down 2-1, laced a double into right center, giving the Mariners the lead heading into the later innings. But then everything changed in the seventh inning. The Mariners brought in reliever Bizzardo for Hancock in the seventh inning, and then he let up a couple base runners, and then that came up with Sal Stewart, and he hit a big bomb into right field for a 3-run home run that ended up giving the Reds a 5-3 lead. And that from that point, the Mariners offense disappeared. Scored early, but the Seattle couldn't generate anything in the later innings to make a comeback and ended up losing 5-3 to the Cincinnati Reds. The Mariners in the eighth inning, though, did have a good chance to put up some runs on the board and try to bring the game back with a Julio double into center field, but the Mariners ended up doing nothing with that and still went down and lost 5-3. And the Cincinnati's closer Pagan came in and slammed the door in the ninth. Mariners didn't get anybody else on base in the game. Your top performers in this match was Sal Stewart, who went 1 for 4, but he hit the big 3-run bomb to give the Reds a game-winning hit and eventually give them the 5-3 win. And Brad Singer also pitched a very solid game for the Reds. He went 6 and 2/3, only letting up 3 runs on 6 hits. Also had 6 Ks with a walk. And for the Mariners, Luke Raley had the big hit that got 2 runners home today. And Emerson Hancock also had a very solid outing once again with 6 innings, 2 earned runs on 5 hits, and he had only 3 Ks tonight, which was pretty low for him, and with a walk. My thoughts on the game today: Mariners, they played pretty solid today. Not as bad as the night before. Did have a few opportunities to score, and we just weren't able to once again. Um, Another devastating loss. The bullpen, big 3-run shot that ended up being the difference maker. Just another heartbreaking loss, and the Mariners are under 500 once again. Um, Big series against Texas this weekend. If you really want to win the division, you got to win this series. It's a must at this point in the season, especially with the trade deadline coming up here in the next week. You got to perform. You got to show that you want to win this division and show that you are this team. But another missed opportunity for the Mariners as they go into this weekend, going to Texas, and they're going to face the first place Texas Rangers. Mariners needing a series win to top the AL West once again, but it's going to be a tough weekend if the bats don't come ready. Subscribe if you want any more Mariners content and game updates as we have the trade deadline coming up, so we'll keep updated, and go Mariners.